Hi, everybody. Just a couple of minutes. We're going to have Lara Cwass on for our Getting to Know You series. We have been interviewing all of the artists that are involved in the Women Folk music experience on September 16th throughout the year, so that you can get to know these ladies and learn more about their musical journeys and how they kind of ended up in the women folk music experience. And I'm very excited to talk to our guest tonight. She is one of the most amazing guitarists I've seen in a long time. Not to mention that she's female, and it shouldn't matter. But that's just the way it is. So we are just waiting for Lara to come on, so that I can invite her in. And I don't see her quite yet, but once she's here, we will get her on. And Lara, if you are on and you're not on your phone, you won't be able to come on the video with me. So if you're on your laptop or computer, please go to your phone. This series has been so much fun because I do not know a lot of the women that are playing personally. And so I've gotten to chat, been able to chat with a lot of the ladies so far. We still have a few more to go. We're down to 52 days until the festival, and it is getting exciting and nerve-wracking and all the gamut of emotions. I think Lara is here. I am going to do my best to... Nope. So we're just waiting for Lara so that we can invite her in. But thanks for joining us for our Getting to Know You series. We're so happy that you're here. Let's see here. I am still not seeing Lara here. Lara, if you are here, can you ask for me to invite you in? Because I am not seeing you. I'm not able. There you are. I'm inviting you. All right. So everybody, we are Getting to Know You series with Lara Cwass. She is from the Burlington, Vermont area, and one of the most phenomenal guitar players that I've seen in a long time. Hi, Lara. Welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight. How are you?
Thanks for having me. I'm well. How are you?
Good. We're getting down to 52 days, but who's counting, before the festival, our inaugural ball, so to speak, and it's getting really exciting and nerve-wracking around here. We just want to introduce you to everybody and get to know you a little bit. I know that you're from the Burlington area. I know that you went to the University of Vermont for jazz performance. I know that you're in a couple bands. The Local Strangers and the Lara Cwass Band, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'd like to know how, when was it that you knew music was it? Like, I'm doing this. This is part of my life.
I think when I was 13, I saw Roger Waters do The Wall in Hartford, Connecticut. And then I remember becoming absolutely obsessed with Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin. I used to just leave class and go to the bathroom and listen to The Wall.
That's awesome.
And then from there, music was just all I ever did. And then I picked up a guitar, and here we are.
So how old were you when you started playing guitar?
13, 14. I think when I actually started playing, maybe even 15.
And so were you self-taught, or was this lessons? Like, were you driving your parents crazy to get that guitar? Are they a musical family as well? Like, what was the drive? I mean, we were talking to Andrea Paquin, and she was walking in a store and saw a guitar and knew that she had to do it. She didn't really know anything about music, but it was like the guitar called to her. So, like how crazy did you drive your parents to get that guitar?
Um, my dad and uncle, they don't play, and no one in my family really plays. My cousin plays a bit of piano and sings, but there's not a ton of playing and performing music in my family. But we love music. We're like a hippie jam band family. We love the
Nice.
Dead and Allman Brothers. Um, so my dad was very supportive of me getting a guitar, and I had some lessons when I was younger as well. Um, there was a lot of self-teaching too. I feel like most kids my age do that these days because YouTube is so accessible.
Yeah.
So there was a good mix. But I've always loved seeing live music, and I still do all the time. Just obsessed with listening and seeing music. Um, I think that's the bulk of how it all comes in. Just watching
Right.
live.
Absolutely. Well, there's nothing like the experience of being in the crowd. It's like you're sharing it. You know, it's great to be on the side where you're playing it and you can feel that energy, but also when you're at a show that's really good and you feel the way that you feel on stage when it's a connection, it's there's nothing better. Um, so okay, so local strangers and Lara Cwass band. Now, your band in particular, are these folks that you met at college? Are the like how did that all come about?
Yeah, the lineup has switched up over the years, and people have moved away. Um, the current lineup it is some friends that are actually a little younger than me. Some of them recently graduated from UVM. Um, people in this tiny scene, Burlington, this very friendly, warm scene that I've jammed with, and we all just love playing together, and we love supporting one another's originals.
Yeah,
We
that's
love to write
important.
together, and we love to see music together. So it's a good group. It's fun.
So, as a female artist, like I play mostly with all men, and there aren't too many um, females that in my lifetime. I'm 51, so in my lifetime it's always been men that I've played with. um a part of that was just my own maturity, not being able to share space with women. I've grown, of course, over the years, but especially in my younger years, I had an ego that was ridiculous. um do you find, like, I don't know, in, in your musical journey, when you arrive to a gig, do you feel that you are ever treated differently because you're the chick in the band? You know what I'm getting at? Like,
Yeah, I actually I never think about it myself as like a woman being different as a musician.
right.
I'm reminded, I think, after a show when someone will say, "Oh, it's great to see a girl playing guitar," um, and I always appreciate that. But I wish that it wouldn't be necessary to even acknowledge gender. I think that women should just be playing enough that we're all just playing together, and that's how it is. I think women are fully capable of playing whatever they want or singing whatever they want the same way that men do. So I feel like women shouldn't be treated as a separate entity in artistry. Like we should just do as
That's
we do.
right. That's right. In any industry. And I mean, music, like many other industries, is a male dominated field. I mean, from the recording studio into your band into roadies, for crying out loud. There's not a lot of recording studios that I've been to in my lifetime where I walked into a female engineer. So it's always interesting. I'm also from, I don't know how old you are, but um, being born in the 70s, things were a little different. But I have found over the years, not much has changed in the way um, I I have been treated, and the way that I changed myself to deal with that. Um, you I wouldn't ever want a younger person who's just starting out to feel that they had to be that way. Like I decided that I would tell the dirty joke first, and I would be the dirtiest person in the room because that way I don't, it's like the guard is down and they're confused because I'm talking like a sailor. Like that was my way of dealing with it. And I wouldn't want any younger artist who's just starting out to feel that they had to change who they are and not be true to themselves to do what they were meant to do, to share their gifts. And I'm always curious to see if that is still going on for younger people, um, who are trying to live their purpose, or if that has kind of faded away over the years. I don't feel like it's faded away, but maybe it has. Maybe you haven't had those kind of experiences where your ass is pinched mysteriously and you don't know from who, or like.
Yeah, I mean, I think that unfortunately happens everywhere. But in regards to changing who you are, maybe from a gender perspective or just to fit in general, I think it really just depends on the city you're in and the community you're in. Um, I've never personally felt like I've had to. I mean, I've always just been a weirdo, and um, I've never really changed. I mean, I guess in high school you try to fit in with
Right,
people,
right.
but I think I came to Burlington as a little hippie girl, and I just did whatever, and still currently do. Um,
Excellent.
so I haven't like really changed my persona or put myself in a musical box to fit in and to be able to thrive. But I don't know how that works in more competitive cities or just other places than the bubble that I live in Vermont.
Right. Well, I feel like I'm in a bubble now. I play with the most wonderful men, and very supportive. I can send them, the crappy recording of me in the living room saying, "Can we make this into something?" And there's never a judgment. It's a very safe space, a very safe environment. And I feel blessed that they encourage the song to be better, I don't know, to be to its full potential, I suppose is what I'm trying to say. Um, it, I don't know. I didn't write down questions this time because I felt like I was getting too like I'm very uncomfortable in front of camera. But if you if you were maybe not even yourself, but if you were talking to a 15-year-old girl today who wants to go into music and play bars, what advice would you give to her as far as you don't have to take the crappy gigs? You like, for me, part of women folk is helping, especially the younger women, find an alignment within so that going forward, they realize how they can be treated and that they won't settle for less than the best treatment. That's the space we're trying to create for all our performers. I I I mean, I know you've taken crappy gigs and probably had to take them 3 times at the same place because it was the money. What would you say to that girl who wants to pursue this? Um, what advice would you give her to before she, stepped onto that first stage or her first open mic? you know?
I think it applies far beyond music. I think just love and respect for oneself. If you carry that with you, you don't have to consciously think like I won't take this gig because you'll be intuitive about what you deserve as a human and an artist, and you'll play with people that, you know, that respect you and you respect them. Um, but I think I have a lot of work to do with my relationship with women. I think women are so wise and intuitive and emotionally intelligent that we feel bare in front of one another. So
Very vulnerable.
I feel like stripped and naked and um, I think actually more insecure sometimes in front of women that that I don't know very well. Um, so I think letting that go and reminding myself that, you know, women are my sisters and we need to not judge each other and support one another. It's a process because I think we're trained to not do that.
We absolutely are. When we started, when we started this festival, we got some of the women. We tried to get you to join us, and you had some things going on, and but that doesn't mean there isn't time in the future. Um, so four of us got together, four of the performers got together, and we kind of just started this side thing, and it took on its own life form. I have never played with women, and I have six sisters, and there's issue like the way I was raised. Women, it's tough. So I didn't know how that was going to go. It's four lead singers of their own bands getting together to harmonize and sing, and I was horrified. I was so scared. And let me tell you, we are the four most very different styles of music, people. Um, and it has been the most amazing experience and growth experience. And my trust has drastically changed. And it constantly reminds me of what this festival is about. This is exact here I am trying to do this for younger women, and I'm the one who's benefiting as well, and it's so exciting. And that's how it should be. You should be growing from what's put in your heart to do. So I get that. It is easier for me to bring a song to the guys than like we've been writing songs, the four of us, and Nicole D'Amico from August 1st, she wrote the first song, and I was like, well, I can't bring my song. That's so good. I can't bring my song. Like they're gonna laugh at me. And no one has done that. And
Oh,
we eat, you know, it's oh my gosh, it's just been so incredible. And that's that's what this is about. It's meeting new women, networking, saying, "Oh, you know, Andrea lives in Connecticut. Well, why don't you come to Burlington, play a couple shows, stay with me? I'll come to Connecticut, stay with you, do a couple shows there." Like that's what we're hoping just organically kind of happens, and that you leave with eight new friends,
hmm.
you know, eight new women who are cheering you on. And yeah, the women folk singers has been just an amazing blessing. So I'm excited to get everybody together. I'm looking forward to it. And what is the lineup that you are bringing to the festival?
Um, my good friend Paul Klein on keys, my friend Evan Barker on bass, and Sam Lyons on drums.
So exciting.
Yeah.
So nice four piece. And you are playing originals
Yes.
and maybe a couple covers.
Yeah, mostly originals. We've been
Awesome.
writing some stuff, so we're excited to bring it out.
Excellent. I'm so excited. So, are there any upcoming shows that you would like to promote while we're here on Facebook Live?
Um, we have a show in Stowe. I believe it's, oh, I'm forgetting the date. Mid-August. Let's check my calendar while we're here.
But people can go to your Facebook page, the Lara Cwass Band,
Yeah, or
and your
Instagram.
Instagram. Do you have a
August.
website as well?
I don't have a website. I should make one.
Yes. Yes, you should. Um, so that's exciting. So go to Lara Cwass Band Facebook page, look for her upcoming show in Stowe, Vermont. Definitely come to the Women Folk Music Experience, September 16th, 2023, our first big festival, 10 a.m. The gates open. The music is from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Um, Lara and her full band playing originals for us on the Women Folk stage. It's very exciting here in Thornton, New Hampshire. And thanks for just chatting, getting to know you, and telling us a little bit about yourself. We really appreciate it. We're excited to finally be able to hug you in person. And I feel like we've been talking for months, and I am just, it's been quite a trip, this this whole idea that has turned into a very big reality. And I can't wait for it to come to fruition. So thanks for hanging out with us tonight, and we will put this video on the YouTube channel so everyone can enjoy it whenever they want. And thank you, Lara Cwass.
Fantastic. Thank you for making this all happen. And it's great to finally chat with you. You know,
Face to
we
face.
see your faces.
Yes.
We're very excited.
Sweet. So we'll see you in September. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Have a good night.
Good night.